Hello everyone, welcome to Major Coin. My name is Mark and I'm one of the contributors here. And because this is one of our first videos, I'd like to give you a little introduction as to what Major Coin is and what it's all about. So Major Coin is concerned with helping people obtain wealth. And we do this in two fundamental ways. One is we teach the cryptocurrency market and we show people how to invest intelligently and safely. Secondly, we teach the principles of wealth. So that's wealth of mind, a passion to pursue wealth, and most importantly, how to obtain wealth ethically. So you're going to get a lot of videos about particular cryptocurrencies, the best wallets and exchanges to use, and just overall news of what's happening in the crypto world. But you're also going to get lessons on how to obtain wealth, like how to save money, how to get into a routine, and how to think like a wealthy person so that wealth follows you. Today we're going to be talking about a coin that I'm really interested in, and we should really say a project because it's much bigger than just a coin. And I'm going to explain to you why I think it's a good short-term position and a long-term hold. A short-term position is an investment you make in hopes of the sun not rising out of the depths. You son of a bitch. We're just going to roll with it. So a short-term hold is an investment you make in hopes that it's going to give you returns maybe a week out, 2 weeks out, maybe a month out. A long-term hold is an investment you make with a project that you think has a lot of potential for a long-term success as an organization. So now that we got those definitions out of the way, let's get right into my analysis of DIstrict0x or DNT.
All right, so let's start with our technical analysis of DIstrict0x network. Now, if you see here, we have this long depression. It goes on for about, I would say about 6 months, okay? And when you get up here to our very recent times, you see it rise back up. So it's almost like a half circle or a half oval. We have this, it's called a consolidating triangle. Let's drop into a 30-minute graph here. So as you can see, I got this crooked triangle. It shouldn't be crooked, it should be straight. It should probably start about there. And now, after you get one of these long depressions, you'll often get what's called a consolidating triangle. And as you can see, it's getting closer and closer to getting to this edge point here. Now, once it gets here, a lot of times, this is when we're going to see some price action. And although sometimes it does run the risk of coming down, most of the times after a pattern like this, you're going to see some price action upward. And what you're looking for is for it to break past this point. So about 42 cents. If you see some real movement upward after 42 cents, you're probably going to see a sharp incline in price. And this is a great opportunity to make some short-term gains. And I would even say that very soon, within the next 12 hours or so is a time to really keep an eye on this and jump in to get some serious gains. Now keep an eye on it as this, from this period here, which is present, to early tomorrow, about 6 a.m. tomorrow. You want to keep an eye on it and see what it does, because it could really break out here, it could break out here, and you're really going to get a good idea of it when it gets here, if it gets that far. So keep an eye, and you're looking for it to break, we're going to say 43 cents. And once we get there, there's no reason why this thing can't double in price. And this may happen over a week, may happen over 2 weeks, but I advise keeping an eye on it and considering this for a short-term investment. Now, I must say, all the information I'm giving you is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you choose to take this advice, you do so at your own risk. Let's talk about getting out once you've invested. And you have to really gauge what your risk tolerance is, okay? So if you see 100% gains, you've doubled your money, you want to walk away, go ahead. But don't let it bother you if it goes to 200% or 300%. You make your decision, commit to it, and move on. I wouldn't even advise looking at the chart afterwards because you're only going to drive yourself crazy. So when you exit is even more important than when you enter, exiting at the appropriate time where you're happy with your gains. So there's not a lot of advice for me to give you yet because we have to get into some more deeper technical analysis. And there's not a lot of time for this video. I don't want to make it 20, 30 minutes long because honestly, you will need that much time to really explain how to do a proper exit strategy. But I would say when you get to about anywhere from 50% to 100%, you want to start thinking about how you're going to exit out of this. But keep an eye on it, because if you're seeing a lot of growth upward and it's got a lot of momentum, you may be able to stay. But just pick your number. Can't go any lower, I've got to sell. Pick that price and sell. Once, let's say it goes to 70 cents, you're like, okay, if it goes below 60, I'll walk away with 50% profits. Let's say if you went in at about 40 cents. So keep this in mind. Just as much as you need to really think about how to enter, you really got to think about how to exit. And we'll do entering and exiting strategies in another video later on. All right, so to understand why I think this is a long-term hold, you have to have a grasp of what's called utility, or the use of the coin. So let's take a minute to explain that first.
This is something that's really important to discuss, in my opinion. So utility is a very undervalued and understated term in cryptocurrency. There's a couple reasons why that is. See, money is pouring into cryptocurrency like the world has never really seen before. And there's a couple reasons why. One is that there's little to zero regulation that actually stops people from doing a lot of the behaviors that are considered unethical and unlawful in traditional investing. Another reason is the cryptocurrency market, the wallets, the technology makes it so easy for anyone to be a part of it. So before, where you may have needed a stockbroker or some sort of online service to get in, and you had to have a deeper understanding of how the market worked, cryptocurrency makes it very easy. Your average Joe and your average Jane can jump in immediately and get started. And that's really exciting. So we're not going to see the same critical analysis of a lot of these coins starting out. A lot of people boast that they've had X percentage gains and they're so good at calling these coins. The truth is, every coin is going to go up. If it's not up today, give it a day, give it a week, give it a month at the most, and it will go up. And everyone will swear that, see, I told you. It's nonsense. Every coin goes up. So right now, there's pretty easy to make good returns if you study the market just a little bit. But that's going to get a little more difficult as time goes on, because it's going to become more and more important that these cryptocurrencies actually do something. And that's why utility is so important, even now, because you can set yourself up for the future when utility becomes very important, and it's not so easy to make money.
All right, so now that you have a basic understanding of what utility is and why it's important now and even more so in the future of the crypto market, let's talk about DIstrict0x and what its utility is. So without going into too much detail, DIstrict0x creates online districts. Now these online districts can be anything from a Craigslist-based selling platform for users to things like the meme factory, right? So this meme factory, this is a application that allows for meme artists to create memes and then sell them, get compensated for your memes. All those people making incredible memes that make you laugh your ass off, now they actually have value. So this is a really, really cool project. I'm a big fan already, and I haven't even joined yet. I can't make a meme to save my life, but I'm glad that people that can will be getting paid for it. So to get into a little bit of a technical explanation of what this is, it uses several other applications. Obviously the Ethereum blockchain, which it's built on, something called the Docs Infra Framework, and Aragon, which is another application with its own token. Now with the Aragon platform, it gives it sort of a structure for voting and politics. Now this is where it gets really cool, right? Because this is how the token is used. The token is used as a voting power. So the more tokens you have, the more votes you can cast. And you can cast these votes to pick what new application is going to be put on the DIstrict0x platform. So we have a lot of cool projects. Decentraland is a very cool project. We're going to look into the actual Decentraland website. Virtual world that runs on open standards. So we're creating this virtual world, we're building its laws, and as you can see, we're diving into VR a little bit. This is another project I really think you should look into. But DIstrict0x seems to be connected with Decentraland and possibly DIstrict0x, along with Aragon and the Ethereum platform, will build the infrastructure, will build the laws, will build the rules. So what all this complicated technical stuff means is that people are using these tokens today. This is absolutely important. One of the reasons that Ethereum stays so high on the market cap is that its native currency, Ether, is used every day to pay for gas, to run applications. Ether, in my opinion, is still heavily undervalued when you see it sitting next to Bitcoin and Ripple, one of which has serious problems doing what it said it could do, the other one sort of selling itself as something it isn't. So DIstrict0x is another one of these projects, these applications that are actually doing something and are actually using their coin right now to great purpose. So going back to the technical analysis, a lot of these things, a lot of people believe in the patterns, and we'll go into some more videos about TA versus fundamental analysis, which is analyzing the coin, and how they differ and how they work together, and some of the really interesting and weird stuff about technical analysis, and how you'll see, hey, okay, this is a trend coming, and all of a sudden some news hits here at the very same time you already expected it to go up, and so it follows the same path. Cool stuff. But so why this works together and why it's really important to possibly jump in now for an investment is because as this projection for, funny enough, right? Got a little green right there, huh? Maybe this is the time. So as this thing starts to jump up because it follows natural patterns of trading, it's going to go up higher, and the short-termers want to jump in, right? They see green, they want to jump in as well. So they're going to try to ride this wave upward. On top of that, these long-term holders who already see the benefit of this program, who think it's going to grow, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, they might want to buy more because they're like, wow, I'm never going to get it at this price again. So that's going to fuel more buying. And the third level is these people who hold the tokens because they actually use them for the platform, they're going to be pushed to buy because they're like, oh, all these people, all these unnamed mysterious people that are buying the token are now getting more voting power, which makes my voting power weaker. So you may see a third wave of buying. So this token may get a lot of support with these patterns because there's so many people that are buying for so many different reasons, all of which are important. So that's why I'm really, really wolfish or bullish on this coin. I think it's going to move upward really fast and sustain a lot of those gains and not drop down too much after it's seen its peaks. So that's my pick on it. I really hope you guys at least take a look at it and start looking at the market with a critique on utility, on use of coins, because that's what we really need. We need people to get out the magnifying glass and really say, okay, what does this do and why is it important? So good luck with your trading. I wish you great gains in the trades to come. We'll see you next time.